to beginning thy transmission of spirit, that consciousness that's take passage in the cosmos, brothers and sisters of light. That's who we represent, yes. Try to bring everything right here. This is live. I welcome you guys to my live transmission. We're here live every Tuesday, but almost every other day actually. But if you're really trying to find me, you'll definitely, I'm keeping to my pledge of Tuesdays at least. So I thank you for being here. This is a great honor to be part of this Christos knowledge information. It's a great honor to be speaking from my, they call it a blue flame speaker. This is your blue ray and its connection to the fifth dimension. Your consciousness is connected to, is multidimensional, yes? The fifth dimension is not the highest, but it's important for us humans down here, yes. And we are exploring that tonight as we talk about Starseed Mission. And because you guys, we're not here just for play. It's actually kind of serious what we're involved with. And you do have a mission, what we call a covenant. That's your pledge. Okay, you are cooperating, working with this guard, what we call guardians. Who are the guardians? Well, you could say guardian angels, yes, but more specifically, these are higher evolved extraterrestrial races, and they're our heritage. And since this is a multidimensional time space, we exist there already now. But those higher parts of us have downstepped down here, have fallen or projected itself down here for service, okay? So your Starseed mission, first of all, we define what a Starseed is, and we're gonna talk about that mission being related to the Emerald Covenant. So thank you for being here, Holy Ones. Some of you are these starseeds we're talking about tonight. Some of you are these indigo children. We are, you would say, part of spiritual awakening is realizing your identity, realizing who you are and your purpose, AKA your Starseed mission. What's going on, Holy Ones? Wait, for some reason I don't have my glasses. I need them to see your chat. So we'll go get it together. You grow to realize that there's a purpose to everything, even when something seems like a setback. Maybe that setback is actually, you're looking at it in the wrong light, or maybe there's information you don't know that it's actually a blessing or something that's supposed to progress you far. Not a setback. Speaking of progression, since I'm standing up, I might as well share with you, hey guys, I went to my storage. I couldn't get everything. It was more than I remembered. Professional light stands, dude. I've had these for years, but when I used to have money. I had all kinds of, you would say, photography equipment, and expensive. Like I always wanted to. Those are one stand. That's a crazy amount of money, and that was way before COVID. I don't know how those prices are now. Are probably insane. Hello, green screen. My old green screen. I gotta look over all of it, try to get that all flat, because most people don't have floor green screens. Well, I want just a green screen and a floor green screen, all in one shot, so you can see from the feet all the way up to the top. And The only problem is that's photography equipment. It's not, I don't have video cameras. I want 4K video cameras for this show, for this studio. I'll start with two cameras, because you always want one main camera and at least a side camera. So this is all for you guys, all for the Christos, and it's just a bunch of stuff, man. I just got to get through it. I got lots of books to go through. My Christos. I got my crystals, baby. Mochiwa. I won't say like 100% of them, but I got at least 90% of my crystals with me now. They're with me where they belong. And I'll show you the one I've been waiting for, the one that's been calling me from a long distance. It is a great honor to introduce you to this being, over 2 billion years old. Got my glasses, so. This is called Auralite 23. Like, this goes beyond a master stone. This is like a legendary stone, or you could call it like a museum quality type of stone. This is hardcore stone, man. I've even had some girl try to steal it from me. It was in the trunk of her car. Hello. This being said, I don't think so. What she wa? You think your aura is big? Check out this being's aura. Machiwa. Talk about an honor, man. Talk about grace. Years, it's been years, man. At least 3 or 4, almost 4. Very special. Anyways, once I'm organized, I will be showing you guys different crystals every day. Christos has his crystals, Machiwa. Welcome to my live, Holy Starseeds. Wow. Mrs. Mystic, greetings, Holy One. Thank you for being here. Blake, hey, soul brother. Right. Elixir Vision, Safu. Bogumila, welcome. Sorry sometimes if I say your guys' name wrong. I can't know all languages. Daphne B, hello, Holy One. Lola, thank you for being a member. Thank you for 3 months, right? At least. Lola, blessings, Holy Ones. Frankie Elliott. Yes, you did make it to a live, and there's a reason. Stay tuned. Kaya. Lucy. Hello, Holy Ones, fellow Holy Ones. Isabel, Davian brother. Thank you for holding space with us, sister. Lisa, many blessings. I love all your guys' beautiful, positive vibes. We bathe ourselves in this code. What's the alternative? Grumpiness, anger, judgment, fear. No, thank you. No. We want this, which you guys are representing, expressing, walking, talking. Yes. Machiwa. It's blessed, you guys. We're setting this space together. It's a blessed space. It's our ceremony. It's our time of coming together. This is the Christos communion, not that. What is that communion? Machiwa. Villainous Desirens. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. Much respect to you. Blessings. The white light in the house. Sky Crystal. Beautiful name. Tiffany, yo, all kinds of things happening. Bill, what's up, Bill? Sophia, yeah, sometimes I have to check very carefully. Sophia Grace, welcome, Holy One. Davian, what does my Chiwa want? What does my Chiwa ma chi wa? Ma Chiwa. Ma Chiwa. Ma Chiwa. It is a divine word, it is a powerful word, it is a protective word, it is a word of love coming from that space, that original space of love. You can feel it. You can feel it at you. Yeah, into the mystic ash. Thank you, Holy One. Everyone has their, you would say contribution. All of us, all of you. And as explained by the Guardians, I've heard Ashana talk about it herself. We're all bringing our own code, our personal code. Part of Team Indigo. Hello, Starseeds. We're from the stars, but we love humans and we're helping humans. Okay, remember the founders races. Why are they called founders races? They founded other races. And so the founders come and visit you sometimes. Machiwa, starseeds come from the stars to come and visit earth seeds, the earth, consciousness. Okay, hello, Starseed Mission. You're here from a higher evolved consciousness, level of reality. You have, 6 strands or 7. Okay, some of you have the crown. 6 is your third eye. These are extrasensory perceptions, ESP, but don't need to be, because everyone has their potential. Unfortunately, there's a lot of humans being blocked in their potential. So that's another video, but realize that our ascension process is being hampered by some of these extraterrestrial beings. Starseed, you do have a opposition. We're in a polarized state. And if you're over here on light, hi, there's a polarized version of it, okay, in the dark, just like the Jedi and the Sith. So we're the Jedi, okay, but the Sith obviously are not schmucks. They're powerful, they're destructive, they manifest their own dark will, okay, so hello, they're God too. So respect all that which is God. We don't condone what they do. We're light, okay? They live a reverse consciousness. That's not our consciousness. We don't agree, but we love still. We still come from a space of love. Some of the 3D consciousness come from a space, well, first of all, they're cut off. Remember, they can't ascend. They're stuck down here. That's why we're coming to assist that process, to help heal. Some people say karma. Ashana uses the word miasms. Okay, our teacher, Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2. That's easy to remember. The book called Voyagers 1. If you want to know the author, it's Ashana, like Ash, A-S-H, A-Y, A-N-A. Ash, like Ashana. So Dean, just say Dean. So that's her author's name from those books. Her name's Yasha Ashana now, but it's easier to remember and find the book that we're talking about. And I get paid nothing. She probably doesn't even know or remember me. I met her in person in 2010 as a group, in a group. So why would she know me, right? But what I'm saying is I send people to her all the time in every single video. And she is the teacher. She has the correct ascension mechanics. And I have some haters, people who used to be part of my group. Haters. How can you hate? Why are you hating? Hello. Did you not notice in every single one of my videos, I tell people to go to Ashana Dean. Okay? Machiwa. Hello. What's up? So, much respect. And I even point you exactly what to go look for. Hello. Because people are trying to tell me I am incorrect, or I am not telling the full story or some of the story or part of the story. Hello, did you just hear what I said? I'm sending everybody, every single live, I tell them about Ashana Dean. End of story right there. Yes? End of story right there, yes? Machiwa. Okaye, Mosutas. So, Christos avatar speaking, all right? Speak truth, speak light, speak this code, homies. We awaken our DNA. That's what we're doing, Starseed. Part of your mission is to awaken yourself, because there's a lot of sleeping indigos, homie. Not doing the job, not doing their covenant, their mission. So that's a fail. You get back home, you're like, what the F, dude? Your soul's gonna be like, what the F? Your oversoul, your avatar is not gonna be happy. You just went to Earth and did it jack shit. You did jack shit. We have a covenant. We have a mission, Starseed. Complete your Starseed mission. Wake up, Indigo child. You still sleeping? Or did maybe you joined the dark side and still practicing tarot, the astrology, the occult, black magic? Hello, those are not your arts, holy ones. The Christos arts are the light, not the dark arts. Who brought these to Earth? Who brought those sciences to Earth? Ask yourself that question. The who? Who brought you occult? There you go. Christos is not about, hey, Chikiwana, where's my birth chart? Hello, your craft, your source of power is the inner Christ. You're using Templar. That's what Guardians call it. Templar. Awaken and casting spells. Hello. Run energy through your body. Learn how to bioregenerate your distorted DNA. You're spending time in astral realms and healing this mokochia. Okay? Or not. You're a God sovereign free Wiccan. You got a different agenda, code, but you're also God. But you're a fallen consciousness. That is the path of chaos. We have words for it. There's terminologies for what you're doing. We can point and show, describe, illustrate, explain your distortion, your shadow. That's what I do, holy ones. That's what light does. We shine. And you don't have to like the message. You don't have to agree. This is not dogma. It's a universal sacred law of one. All are God, but you have free will not to believe or remember. You have free will to even twist and reverse God's original intention. You're taking it and doing the opposite, honey. You're not a light worker. You're not working light. You're working deception. You're working ego, which is down here. That's not even starseed material, bato. You're failing yourself. You're failing the guard. You're supposed to guard. You're not. You're about your freaking self and your bullshit expertise and authority. Man, you ain't authority of jack shit. Realize there is witness. People see you. Darkness, posers, fake psychic, fake spirit, fake Christ, fake God. Wrong creed, homie. The path of chaos leads you to what? You guys know the Christos information, yes? You know the Christos information. Path of chaos leads you to the destiny of sorrow. Ashana calls it unconscious oblivion. You see, you have full expansion of God out here. When you're falling, guess what that is? That's you coming lesser. You're less energy, less consciousness, literally. Less. You're falling. This is what your hatred is taking you. Less. That's where your anger is taking you. Less. That's where your judgment is taking you. What happens when you keep going down and down and down in chaos? Ashana calls it unconscious oblivion. That means your identity is gone. You destroyed yourself. Chaos, the path, the trajectory, the gravity of the dark side. Oh, the Palpatine did not tell you about that. Vader didn't understand that. Path. You like chaos? It ends in destruction, homie, of your own identity. Nothing dies. It transmutes. Goes from this to that. Never is anything disappear, vanish, extinct, destroyed, die. Nothing. It simply goes from a solid to a liquid to a vapor. It's still there somewhere in some form. Makaya, you're not the flesh. You're the spirit. What we call consciousness. Oh, you like the word spirit though. Okay. Spirit. Consciousnness. Spirit. Consciousness is energy. Energy is spirit. Consciousness. They're the same. You're talking about the same thing. Okay, so Machiwa, according to the Guardians, the less physical you are, the more evolved you are. The less molecules, the less atoms, the less quarks, the less particuli, less body. The less densified you are, the more evolved you are. So you're all into the flesh. You worship the flesh, yes? Well, you're worshiping the lowest possibility, homie. Your standards are kind of low. You want to be angelic, aka celestial, aka the soul. That's the reality above this reality. There's a higher reality. And that's not even the highest. There's a higher reality, a higher reality. Whoa. God is great. Mochiwa. Try to comprehend God. Mochiwa. Because you can connect and remember yourself. Say the affirmation with me, Holy Ones. Are you ready? 3 times, yes? I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. What you affirmations are powerful, homies. This candle's still lit, but it's getting to the bottom of the candle, so it's not bright. Okay, we're just trying to get this. You guys, I will eventually have a background. I have to wait for a background until this weekend, okay, guys? Because my storage isn't another. I have 2 storage. My other storage, I have to get. That's where my wall hangings are. So give me a few days, and that's where my mousse is. I need my mousse for my long hair. Otherwise, I'm gonna wear this. So I have some necessary things there. So just have patience and I'll have all my stuff, man. Including my staff. My staff is over there. Remember, I only took camping stuff when I was camping. I didn't need to carry everything in my truck. So. Starseed Mission, vatos. We're doing this as a team. Moonrock, any advice for people experiencing psychic dreams? That doesn't say much. Psychic dreams. Because there's dreaming and then there's psychic dreaming. If you're talking about being psychic inside of your dream, you can make rocks levitate like, you know, Rey, Jedi Knight. Well, what do you mean advice? What do you mean? If you're doing that, that's awesome. What kind of advice? You know, be more specific. I don't know. That's cool to have psychic dreams. Cool. What advice more do you think? Easy. Thank you, Holy One. You guys, I love your feedback. It tells me I'm going in the right direction. You know, we have like almost 38,000 people now on YouTube. So that's a lot of people saying, hey, thumbs up, Davian. Thumbs up, Christos Avatar. Thumbs up, Guardians. Okay? Thumbs up, Ashana. What's up? We're doing it. We're doing it. You're doing it. We're doing it. We're awakening together. It's not about one person. It wasn't about Jeshua. It's not all about Ashana or any other person in the world. It's about us. It's about Team Indigo. You know, there's in the galactic, in the Guardian Alliance, there is 10 million Star Leagues. 10 million, dude. That's a lot of alien races that say, hey, Christos, Guardians, Law of One. So this is something that's not an Earth thing. It's a universal thing. And same with Jeshua. He's not just limited to Earth. You're not limited to Earth. We're avatars. Do you guys comprehend what that is? Christos avatars, 12-dimensional minimum. All humans are a minimum 12-strand avatars. Christos avatars. That's who we are up there. Do we look angelic now or act like it? No, because we're only here with 3 consciousness. That's not 12 vatos, but we still refer to each other as holy. You're a holy avatar, vato. All of us are. Even though people you don't like, they're holy avatars too, in the future, in their highest level. Okay, so we're freaking badasses. But there's a game being played down here. And the human race, it wasn't yesterday. It's not a new age thing, new. It's ancient. They're keeping us forgetting who we are. And on top of that, removing our memory, not removing it, but distorting it. Well, both. Removing, distorting, it gets blocked out in your DNA now because that's what they did. They're messing with our DNA. Just like they're messing with your DNA now. It's not going to be like that. It's happening over time. It's been happening since Atlantis, slowly distorting the human race. Now, what are we? What is this? What is this? It ain't your original, honey. This isn't our original body. It's definitely not our original consciousness. We're distortions, twisted. That means like Frankenstein, you know. We're creatures compared to what we really are. I mean, down here, we're so distorted. You take something beautiful and perfect and just distort. We've been distorted. You glorifying this. You're like, bleh, and how sex and the flesh, it's all about the flesh. No, it's not. Your flesh, if you had any idea, if you see those beings, Starseed, you can see an avatar. And you know that's several levels above an angel. Kaya. Get used to seeing collective starseeds. Are you hearing your brother Thavian? When you imagine it's a people, a race, a tribe, not an individual anymore. You're no longer limited to individuals. You see thousands of yourself at once. Imagine that consciousness. No, really, imagine it every day. Try to imagine being a colossal. We at least imagine 1,728. We have a minimum of 1,728 selves. That's almost 2,000 selves. Can you imagine that? Wow, I'm so many. In different densities, different body forms, different intelligences, different psychic powers, different, some of them don't die. Some of them have no gender. Some of them don't have land to walk on. They're flying or floating or morphing. There's so much more to life when there's still people thinking God's a boy and angry and kills beings. That's not what? So we're learning, Starseed. You remember your mission? What is your Starseed mission? Makaya. Much respect to you guys. Because we're activating our we call it the Holy Grail line. We're activating our DNA. Holy DNA. Holy Grail. It's not a cup with wine you drink. Come on. Holy Grail is a reference to a people, man. And one of the people was Jeshua. You're an indigo, you're a starseed, you're coming from the same line as Jeshua. Doesn't mean you have the same amount of DNA as Jeshua. That's an indigo type 1. Now I started breaking them down. I've been talking about that for a while. There's different types of indigos, type 1, type 2, type 3. Jeshua was type 1. There's very few type 1s in the whole planet. But according to some, one of the chapters in Voyagers 2, which we just mentioned earlier today, is sorry guys, I had like some weird mystical freaking thing going on. Sometimes you get like a download and it's just like you're being sent somewhere and then you're seeing something play out but I'm still here like a bilocation for momentary bilocation. But this is all about your change, you guys. This is all about us. Basically, we're reclaiming what we already have, homies. We're like, according to Ashana, right? In Voyagers 2 as well, you're going to see how in the womb, indigos are activating strand 5 and 6. In the wound, vatos. The consciousness goes into the term of your mother, and while it's in the mother, it's already starting its work. Now, when you're born, it's another story, because what happens when you're born? Even indigos, what happens? As soon as you go into the fetal integration process, the spirit lowers its consciousness, its energy, its frequency, all the way to the 3D to come into the 3D body. Okay, now it's in Earth. It made it here with 3 strands, but in the womb, the little indigo baby fetus is activating not the 4. It's skipping 4, but it's activating your throat and your third eye. So even indigos still have to develop their 4th strand. You still, indigo child, you still have work to do. You still have to open that consciousness, and then you got that bridge. As soon as you get that 4th strand, holy cow, you're gonna get these coming in. You're kind of like, there's a gap, a bridge of you're not linking to some of your higher consciousness. I mean, it's gonna be greater as soon as you do your 4th strand. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit on indigos. I make a lot of videos about indigo children. Please, it's part of my main message here, because that's what I am. That's what you guys are. That's what Ashana's work is representing, the indigos. Okay, this information is not understood by most people, because most people don't have 4, 5, and 6 strand activated. You're an indigo, you got it at birth, honey. You've been different your whole life, and your 3D parents with only 2.5 to 3.5 strands don't understand you. The world doesn't understand you yet. We're here to make changes with that consciousness. We're bringing that in to make changes. Not all indigos wake up. I think about it. Most of us don't have spiritual parents. They're all into religion or science only or whatever. It's very, it's a great blessing if your whole family is indigos and you all remember. Especially some of your mothers and fathers who have these little brilliant children, and they're an indigo. You know you're an indigo family. Which I know, if I know that my daughter is, and my dad, and my mother. I don't know about my brother. I can't really answer that. He hasn't really opened himself up for me enough to know that. I love him, of course. I love my brother. But there's parts of my family who aren't the same awake, or don't show signs of like a Jedi. Basically, what I'm saying is people with, even if they don't know what an extrasensory perception is or psychic ability, even if they don't know, they know they're feeling something different than most humans. And they've had paranormal experiences or supernatural experiences that your 3D parents or friends and family or even partner does not understand, will not understand. And you know that from experience. When we would open our mouth and tell people what I saw or seen or what has happened, it doesn't go over very well. Okay, 3D people think you're crazy, and quite frankly, they can be dangerous once they know that you're strange. They could intervene with your life if they were really twisted in their consciousness. Intervene against your free will. You're a child. You're forced to. You have no choice in certain circumstances. That the kids will be, they will. It's just like a part of the spiritual war. You're a starseed. You're going to be involved with the spiritual war, you guys. You're light, and we come down to a fallen place. Earth is in a fallen place. Okay? You know that Voyagers talk about it. Ashana talks about it. We have 2/3 reverse consciousness automatically because of what the Anunnaki have done to our planet. Now, I'm not talking about our religions and people. I'm talking about to our literal planet, which is round, by the way, not flat. Planet. What they did is they reversed 2/3 of Earth's grids using technology. Now, because of this distortion, the little baby indigo and any human who comes into 2/3 of your consciousness does not get through. What comes in, that 1/3 at least to start with, is what creates a person. We are distortions, man. We're all distortions. Even indigos. Imagine if we didn't have that distortion. We would all be like the Marvel heroes. We would all be like in a whole nother realm of reality. Our planet would be different. Our race would be different. We would have total different values. We'd now become a galactic civilization overnight. You know, basically, we would start working with ETs all the time. We would have ET influence in our technologies now again. The Guardians would bring out, if we were responsible, bring out our toys, like the ox. Those were taken away from us, Vatos. Okay? The ancient Egyptians had this power. It was taken away because of how we abused it and weren't responsible, not ready. Okay? So we also had other technology called the staff, the rod and the staff. These are technologies described in Voyagers 2. Check it out. Just go to Google, put Ashana Dean Voyagers 2 archive.org. Say that exactly. You'll find a free PDF that you can download in whatever format you want on archive.org. They'll give you whatever download format you want, PDF or whatever. So this history is freaking amazing, and it helps you understand and answer so many questions. She even talks about 911. Lanai Kiva, thank you. You guys will find that. You're with other like-minded indigos who are finally getting it. We're like a support team for each other. We found each other. We found our family. And it's the real deal, you guys. When you start to activate and really get your shit straight, you do a detox, you go on an alkaline diet. That's my advice. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You have your own diet, a spiritual diet, right? Anything that helps you have an awesome high frequency body, you're gonna run better current. It's just the way it is. And you learn the knowledge. This is a Master Templar course, man. That's what it's called. Ashana Dean teaches you advanced Templar. There's nothing like it on the planet. I'm not replacing her. No one else is. She's the speaker one. We can be like contribute. We can like service. But I'm not saying that I am the one who made these teachings. We're all guardians. It's not one person's teachings, but the accuracy of the content is controlled by the original speakers. The original speakers are the ones that have they're the official speaker. I'm not that speaker. She is. So I help and I contribute. I especially can help beginners understand her Advanced Templar. This is Advanced Templar. It's not for Earth seeds, really. You understand? I'm not going to say Earth seeds can't understand it or learn from it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is advanced spiritual topics because not every person on Earth has this, man. They don't have a heart chakra activated, a throat chakra at birth, and a third eye at birth. or experiencing psychic, paranormal, extraterrestrial things and angels. That's not normal. That's what I'm trying to say. You're starseed and you have a mission and has something to do. You're part of the human. Look at your face. Are you part human? Yes. So you're not only alien, you're part human too. So, Machiwa, we're coming from the blue flame. The ones who, not only, because we have ascension codes from the gold flame too, and ascension codes from the violet flame. Some of you are representing the gold flame or the violet flame, or a mixture. You're still bringing that code. We're all needed. Starseeds drop codes, homies. You understand what I'm saying? It's in our DNA. We drop codes. It's our nature. We're starseeds bringing it in. Literally, man. Are you getting me? You're bringing the necessary codes that is lacking in this distortion. It's called healing. It's called regenerate. We bring it in, right? You come to the Earth's more field because that's where the humans are. So we join them. We join and bring our code into the morphogenic field of Earth, into the morphogenic field of the human tribe shield. Okay, so now it's available because the Indigos are here. Oh, Indigos don't come? Well, they're not bringing code for you, for the rest of us. They're not coming into our morph field of the Earth or the human people tribe shield. So we need you, Starseed. You know how Uncle Sam says, we need you. Starseeds, Indigos, we need you, homies. Wake up, spiritual G's. You're part of the Christos. On Earth, it's called Christ. The Guardians call it Christos. Machiwa. Much respect to you, holy ones. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Feels good. Sometimes you just feel good, right? Feel good. Do. You know, James Brown song. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Party time. Let's have a Starseed party, man. A Starseed rave. There'll be all kinds of lounges and meditators. There'll be healers. There'll be a drum circle stuff. There'll be like a flame throwers and all kinds of crazy stuff. Not flamethrowers, you know, twirlers and all that stuff. Rainbow light. Bringing it on, man. Real vibes. You said it, Holy One. Jenny Good. Starseeds drop codes. Aho. Yeah, that's one of the advanced concepts. In some of Ashana's workshops, she talks about the DNA ascension codes and something called fire letters, sequences. And it's all part, this is spiritual science, not just woo, lofty pie in the high sky stuff. There's actual technique, there's actual numbers, physics, and God, okay, in the 15-dimensional hologram matrix, time matrix, the Guardians call it the time matrix. There's science and technique to your ascension. Okay, yes. That was probably a little bit sarcastic on your part, but yes, we drop codes. We literally bring it. There's blue flame codes, gold flame codes, violet flame codes. Check it out. Look and do a Control F if you're on a PC. Do Control F on Voyager's tube. And look up that Ascension code. Right there, within a second, you'll find the page. And she's going to tell you about this Akoye, inner Earth. I tell people that the Indigos are coming from inner Earth, and I hear people in the New Age saying bullshit. Like they understand what is this Akosa Matia. No, honey, that's a distortion. They're coming from inner earth. They are there in the 6th, 5th, 4th dimension. There's 12 tribes of 12,000 down there where they came, created this Palladian empire. So realize our connection to inner earth. And we're not talking about, I get a lot of people who are into the KS trying to correct me here. Right here. Check it out. Right here. Understand, we've already said this many times. This is not kindergarten anymore, holy ones. Machiwa. The Amenti project is no longer an option. That's in Voyagers 2. That's an important thing to point out. We already know, Vatos. That's not what we're saying. Regardless of what you speak or think, you understand, there's always going to be an inner earth. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. It doesn't matter if it's no longer an option, honey, or plan B, plan C, D, E, F. There's an inner earth. It's a real place. There's an inner parallel. There's a phantom of earth. There's you're going to say that's gone or something? These places are habited. Okay, these beings access wormholes, stargates. You've heard of that, right? Templar. The teachings, you realize Templar is an access, a gate, a star tetrahedron. That's why the 12th star tetrahedron, that's a 6-pointed star or 2 triangles, and it's spinning, baby. It's called your Merkaba field. The 12th one is what it's called the Christos, right? That star is the Christos star. That's why we say Christ star. Say it with me, holy ones, 3 times. I am Christ star. And when you say it, visualize the platinum 6-pointed star. I am Christ star. I am Christ star. Affirmations are powerful. When you say I am something, you become this something. You bring the energies of that something. You put your attention to that something. It's a process, holy ones. And we're going to bring the liquid light to us by constantly seeing it. And the guardians talk about using the spectrum of light, which is color. We're going to use spectrums of light in different colors. So color, light is important. And then you're also going to use sound. Okay? You're also going to use symbol codes. Like I just told you, the star tetrahedron is a symbol code that the Christos uses. Because when you see this 6-pointed Merkaba in platinum, or you could say pale silver, that's what she calls it in Cathara, which is an important part of Kalantic science. I like to say a visual for you so you can see it. Like this liquid, you know what liquid metal looks like? Google it, liquid metal. This is exactly the color you want to see. It's like a chrome liquid. The guardians call it liquid light. You can see these levels, these reality fields. Activate your 12 strand. You're bringing your Maharata ray. Learn about the pillar. Learn about your plasma body. Okay, we're learning Kalantic science, Cathara. It's something that bioregenerates your DNA, enables you to ascend. You learn the mechanics of ascension, and there's a major factor that's affecting our ascension, and that's the fallen angelics. They're hampering, blocking, trying to twist and distort so you cannot ascend. Okay? Whether you want it or not, There's a spiritual war that we're involved in. Starseed. Okay? The darkness does its thing. We work through peace, through consciousness. This is how we free ourselves and the planet. And if we teach others about how to do this, which we're doing, hello, that's what Ashana's work. Our sister, like Lisa Renee, she's awakening people to the Christos. Some of you are speaking the Christos. You get in conversation with someone and talk to some of these principles, you're part of the Christos energy, right? You're keeping it alive. You're keeping that insight and bringing that code to you. You're bringing the guardians to you because you are the guardian. Awakening. There's a lot of distortion down here in the new age. Oh, it's our responsibility to be discerning. You have to discern. That's why I make it important to keep talking about the basics of the false creeds and the guardian creeds. It's really, really simple. The dark creed is fear-based. And you can recognize all the systems that are fear-based that have to do with guilt, have to do with shame, have to do with sacrifice. That's horrible. Have to do with subservience, have to do with blind worship, have to do with devaluing women, have to do with authority, elitism, hierarchy. Okay? All these are negative attributes. And you can recognize them. How can you get any more simpler? Okay, you just heard that energy. Here's this energy, unconditional love. A different thing you can recognize. You can see it, you can feel unconditional love. You can feel love, joy, bliss, grace. What is that? Mindfulness. Okay, you're gonna learn these, trust. You're gonna learn these qualities, principles. If that's not part of your Starseed mission, what do you think is? Because people all getting in a New Age movement. Oh, I'm Pleiadian, I'm Syrian, I'm Orion, I'm Intaka. Photos. Man, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you can connect to your soul, and you'll find all that information out. Your heart, your throat, your third eye, that's your soul. That's your soul level of consciousness. Okay? Connect to it. Then you'll know what race you are. You'll know if you're blue flame, gold flame, or violet flame. One of the three Trinity, that's why they're called the Universal Trinity, Elohai, Seraphai, Brahmarama, the three flames. You can call them the original founder races. That's what the Guardians call them. You hear me say founder races. Well, who are the founders, Davian? Holy Elohai, blue flame. Holy Seraphai, gold flame. Holy Brahmarama, violet flame. The Ascended Masters created these giant collectives. Spherical consciousness. Not flat. That's false creed, holy ones. That's a distortion. That's a lie. It's darkness. It's ignorance. Okay? So it's sphere within spheres of God. Your chakra tree of life, not the Kabbalah. That's another wickedness. You're going to find false prophets and false teachings. Understand? That's part of a spiritual war. Understand that. When you go out there and learn shit, because I see people I would respect, like this guy Cassius, this young black gentleman. He's activating his chakra. He's a starseed. He's awakening. What the hell is he teaching? People like this, okay? People who are influencing the young generations. You hear him and you see him holding these New Age books, and he's teaching all these young people about this reverse consciousness, reverse creed. And you'll see some people semi-distorted. Like this other guy, forbidden knowledge. Some truth, but then you see, dude, what are you doing? You're gonna find, that's why you need to find within yourself discernment. Law of one, unity principle, or not. You see this person speak, and you check it for law of one or not. It doesn't even require you being a master or anything. Anyone could understand these basic principles. You can teach a child, so teach your child. Teach your child law of one. Teach your child what is God, what is really Jeshua, what is really unconditional love. And maybe when your child is ready, teach him about what is darkness, so he can be aware of it in his scholastic system, in the career system, in the family system, in the political system. With the law of one, you arm your children with the law of one. All are equal, all are God. Where's this child's insecurities? Now that it knows it's part of God, now that it knows a love, all are part, beloved, all are blessed. Give your child the best start in life, or should I say, give your starseed child, your indigo child, the best start, because that's what you guys are. You're different. You probably miss your home. You probably feel like you're an old soul, because you are. You're from billions of years in the Matrix. Speak. Literally. And if there's a history, and it's being described as 950 billion years old, wow, that means there must be some beings that live at those most ancient times to us. Now, in the now, they're populated in all the levels, and all the dimensions, and all the subdimensions. Like you have a strand of DNA. Well, you have to live lives in the substrands. Okay, because this would be a dimension. Well, we know from the Guardian information, a dimension is around 8,000 plus years, period. And those are broken down into time continuums. So that would be around 4,400 years. So those are broken down into time vectors. Well, you're going to be living a male, a female, a male, a female, a male, a female, basically a 12 tribe. You're going to be living a 12 tribe times 12, because your soul, your oversoul has 12 souls. So every soul creates 12 incarnates, male, female. So that's 6 twin flames. Every soul creates 6 twin flames, 12 incarnations in the time vectors. So you're living this now, all at once. Not yesterday, not in the future, but now at once. That's the distortion in Buddhism and Hinduism, teaching you reincarnation. It's close, but not. You haven't hit the mark, honey. It's not really past, it's not really future. It's a simultaneous, multi-dimensional, multi-time vectored reality. And if there's 1,728 minimum, we know there's a minimum 1,728 different time vectors. So it's you going into your awakening and becoming aware of them. If you're an avatar, you see them all at once. And here, I've seen that. So this is hard to understand, a collective. But we're huge, giant collectives. Down here, we're not. We're just kind of like seeing one of us. Oh, I have to die to see another of myself? No, you don't. That's what these teachings are about. Whatever your state you're in now, you can heal this shit. This distorted DNA, this distorted consciousness, you can heal it. And that's what these teachings provide. Fatos, what's up? What's up, carnal? What's up, star familia family? Much respect. I love you. Give me a bear hug, man. What's up? Brother, sister. Yeah, baby. I'm so glad this big giant crystal is still next to me, man. $5,000, man. You want it? Who wants it? No, I'll sell you another crystal, but this one I got to keep for the rest of my life. Sorry. So I would say that one's priceless. Calle Mastitas Auralite 23. AURALITE-23. Auralite 23, baby. I have a collection of these I'm selling. I will be selling. But just realize these are expensive crystals, but I sell cheap ones too, like amethyst and quartz and citrine and obsidian, lapis lazuli, and smoky quartz. I got green stones too, amazonite and malachite and some aventurine. We got some jasper. I got some tiger's eye. What's up, man? Oh, shit. That's not good. There we go. And pink quartz, or people call it rose quartz. Orange calcite. Labradorite. Labradorite's cool, dude. Rhodonite is awesome. I have a shitload of crystals, man. I mean, at least a few shelves of crystals, and some shapes like crystal balls, crystal pyramids, crystal wands, and crystal skulls actually too. That was before I was into Christos. I have a big collection of skulls, and you know, like the Inca or the Aztecs and the Maya, they thought of crystal skulls as being very powerful, you know, connecting to consciousness, the mind, or the memory. They call them seed crystals. Seed crystals are when you have a very legendary crystal and there's a bunch of other crystals around it that are learning from that crystal. You know, the shamans would put it, or the priests, whatever you call them, would put them near the big crystals, and those would now have the energy, the memory of the master crystal. So these we call crystals, seed crystals. So there's something called seed crystal skulls. So I was getting all into this because it was a lot of stuff talking about Atlantis and Lemuria, and that's where all this knowledge about the crystals is coming from. And remember, we lived in crystal cities, homies, and realized that we become crystal beings up there. So crystal is very important. You can benefit from having crystals around you, on you, in your pillow at night, underneath your head. I got this giant freaking petrified wood crystal ball. I'll show you. Oh man, I gotta be careful, man. After moving, there's no way I was gonna go down to Goldfield again and get all that shit again. No way. So I'm gonna wait. I just took all my most valuable stuff at least. I can't wait to get this green screen up, but I can't wait to have all my crystals out. They're not out. They're all in boxes still, but hi, how are you? What's up, man? You guys write in the comments your favorite crystal, or at least name 2 or 3 crystals in your message. Like, hey, I love amethyst. I'm a big proponent of selenite. A matter of fact, I remember watching a lecture on Ashana. She was talking about the giant crystals that were inner earth. In inner earth, and they were building size vatos, and they lived in them. There were temples, cities. Man, that's what the pyramids are. They were originally temples. Makaya. Oh, wrong room, sorry. Oh, I was trying to show you my bed, crystal, the one by my bed. I will be putting other crystals near me, but now that I've got my crystals, but damn, this crystal ball is beautiful. One of a kind. I've never seen such a big, or I've never seen any petrified wood crystal balls. It's like a bowling ball, right? It's freaking awesome, dude. Put your palms on here, baby, and meditate. Yeah. Feel the Force, young Jedi. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! Party time. Got it going on. Yeah. Actually, some of my crystals got really dusty because the storage was like a mom and pop type of a storage unit. But like, here's a rose quartz skull. I was just talking about the skulls. I don't want to drop this baby. It's heavy. I gotta be careful. I'll be putting all these for sale. They're on my Etsy shop, but I'm going to be putting on my crystal site because, man, I need to be around crystals, and some of you need to be around crystals. And I can even put a blessing on these for you if you want, but most of the time when you get crystals, you want to clear them from the previous owners. You just do a simple cleansing, clearing. Yeah, this crystal's freaking... I even have mortar and pestles with that are made of crystal. Like, you know, when you grind up your herbs, I have these made of crystal. The whole thing. Here's a huge rhodonite. I love crystal balls because they radiate in the circle a good, you know, even energy around it. And this is a big rhodonite. Remember I said I had some smoky quartz? Damn. This is a freaking awesome one. Awesome quality. Dang. I forgot about this beauty. Isn't it freaking amazing? An egg amethyst. Wow. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ergonomic. See how it fits your hand perfectly, egg shape? Wow. Oh, shit. Oh, there was something. But it wasn't the crystal. It was some little BBs or something. This is all dusty, but you see, look, it's all dusty. But look, it's cool, huh? Funny. Mohawk. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be selling all of this, you guys. Ooh, rhodonite. I didn't mention rhodonite, but yeah. Not rhodonite. Excuse me. I made a mistake. The red one. Damn it. Come on, give me. I'll get this. What the shit? But anyways, this is a heart-shaped one. I know this crystal name, I just can't think of it right now. Carnelian, I think. Carnelian! It's carnelian. I have carnelian raw stone and polished stone. You guys heard me name all those different stones. Ah. Here's another piece, but this one's got broken, you know. Well, that could have been my Hawaii trips. There was a time I went to Hawaii and some of my crystals got broken in the mail, dude. I was foolish to do that, but I didn't want to be, this is Cinema Bar, I think, Cinema Bar. I didn't want to be separated from my crystals, Vato. Oh, here's a very purite, or no, fool's gold. Some people call it fool's gold. Some of this, a lot of this purite is from Peru. It's a pretty cool stone, and I've seen huge crystal balls. I've accidentally dropped one of these and he shattered. Some crystal balls bounce off the floor, but this one shattered in like a million pieces. And this is one of those fluorite, green fluorite. So there's 3 colors of fluorite, or like you will find some fluorite. This is a big ass freaking pillar. Awesome crystal. I love fluorite, especially the 3-color fluorite. So anyways, my show is not about crystals tonight. I just wanted to show you that petrified wood one. Remember I told you I have a few shelves of crystals. I can't wait to offer them to you guys. Probably on my website, or you know, I have to do them on my website, then I can put them on YouTube channels. Because people, this helps people. This is something that helps people, crystals. Machiwa Makaya. Yeah, Starseeds, what's up, homies? What's going on? I'm not perfect, man. I mess up, and I even ate pizza recently. I'm like, what the F, dude? Every time I'm moving and I need a bunch of energy, I eat crap food because I'm weak. I'm a weak Jedi sometimes. But I usually get my force back really quick. And I'm ready to, like, you know, go through a Stargate, Bato. Yeah. Eventually I'll have everything, and then I will have no excuses. I'll just be able to just focus on work, especially when the studio green screen is up. That's going to be a whole nother level, guys. But I need to figure out the camera. I can't use an iPhone. It won't let me do everything I need. It has to be like a real camera, like just a device that's simply just a camera, a good one, like a 4K camera, and then do a green screen. As you saw, I have plenty of camera stands. Those are high quality, awesome, and that's why when I can eventually get to that level, I will have 3 angles, and I'll have excellent, perfect lighting on me and the background. It's gonna be awesome, dude. This is my life, my service to the earth while I'm here, is to bring the information as best as and the highest quality. I think that's why when I was a teenager, I was already starting to, my dream, you know, people ask you this question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, if you asked me that when I was a teenager, I wanted to be an actor. So I was in theater. I was plays, I was in musicals. I won talent shows. I was I got some of the best roles, like a few excellent lead roles. And then after school was done, well, now what? How do I pursue acting? Well, I started getting with my friends and creating video shows and TV skits, and I was still filming with high 8 camera, and some of them were silent films or black and white films or whatever. Now here I am now in modern days. I'm still in front of the camera, just doing something a little bit different. But I'm into the show. I want it to be excellent quality. Like, what is this, right? What shit is this? What this is temporary. It's my transition. Remember, it started in 420. I'm going at light speed now. I know some of you appreciate and understand and, you know, cheer me on. Thank you guys, for those of you who are positive and kind. And there's plenty of people who don't understand me, who leave. Wish you the best, holy ones. Excuse me. You can leave if you want to. You can go follow some new age bullshit if you want to. Because there's plenty of it out there. See if you get some sincere, awesome teachings in those distortions. Me 23. How do I clean my Templars, my chakras, in order to access the rest of my DNA? Ty, thank you for being here, Holy One. Well, there's actually chakra books. They can have a whole chapter on one chakra. And, but you can learn from those, right? And even watch videos about how to activate say one specific chakra in your search. How do I activate my third eye chakra? How do I activate my throat chakra? How do I activate my heart green chakra? Ashana is going to teach you a different way in Kalantic science. If you want to look that up, you can find out easy. Kalantic science, Ashana Dean. Hello, you're learning Templar. So what she's going to do is teach you how to bring in the 12 strand. Like, boom, yeah. You're not messing around with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are. There's different techniques, of course. There's many techniques. But what's happening is, if you guys understand the DNA, if you have, let's say, 3 strands of DNA, remember, your consciousness is always one dimension higher than your body is. Notice your thoughts inside your mind, inside your body, whatever. Your thoughts are not, you can't see them, you can't hug them, okay? Well, it's a different frequency. It's in another reality. The dimension higher than this reality, the 4th. Your body's here in 3D. The spirit indwells the body. The 4D indwells the 3D. So what you're doing is realizing that within those strands, inside of strand 3, you have strands 2 and 1. If you had 6 strands, 6 strand, third eye, all the way up to the third eye. Well, that means if you have 6 strand activated, that means within it, you're gonna find 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, that's why Ashana teaches you 12. So now within 12, you're gonna have 11, you're gonna have 10, you're gonna have 9, you're gonna have 8, you're gonna have 7, you're gonna have 6, you're gonna have 5, you're gonna have 4, 3. Okay? Inside 12, you have 11 strands. So one of the ways you get the lower strands is to go straight to the higher strands, because within the higher strands are the lower strands. And I made a video about this. It's a 3-hour video because it took that long to explain the DNA. It's one of my first videos on this channel. It's called the Ternesium Angelic Human Race video. Check it out. You're gonna find that video is gonna take you through all the strands and how you don't just have these strands. You have the parallels, doppelganger version of you also developing its strands while you get your strands, which are halves. You both have to get your half. They're intimately connected to your doppelganger, to your parallel self. just like Earth is connected to inner Earth, connected to its parallel Earth, connected to the phantom Earth. So we have this within ourselves. We're the microcosm of that micro. Those Templar of the planet are our immediate macrocosm of our inner Templar. This, you know, the Earth has chakra too. And we use our chakra, Templar, to connect to Earth's chakra, Templar. And so I just told you one way is to bring in like a 12 strand and focusing. That's what Ashana is going to teach you in Kalantic science. In the beginning, in Kathara. In Kathara, she's going to teach you about the bringing in your 12 strand. And you also can learn from her the plasma body. You're going to learn that advanced stuff. Her newest stuff is called Tantriya Hura. Tantriya Hura. All you have to do is go to Ashana Dean's website. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but why do you need me to tell you when you can simply go to Ashana Dean website? It doesn't matter if you're on your phone or your PC. You want to know my website, why don't you think about that? Christos Avatar website, Christos Avatar Instagram, Christos Avatar TikTok. And I still get people saying, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? Christos Avatar YouTube. Wow, what a concept. Okay, anyways. So same with Ashana Dean. You can't go Ashana Dean website. It blows my mind. Like you can't find stuff nowadays. How can you not find something? You just speak out loud to the AI, the Google AI, the iPhone AI, whatever your favorite AI is. Hey Siri, what's Christos Avatar's TikTok? Hey Siri, what's Christos Avatar? What is Ashana Dean's website? Okay, I took that too far, sorry. But seriously, you guys, there's gonna be some smart asses still writing, hey, what's Ashana Dean's website? That's when you don't answer those anymore. I don't even bother answering those anymore. If you cannot, in your brain, find something so simple as somebody's website, I can't help you. Hey, Davian, what's your YouTube? And dude, and most of the time when on TikTok, I put it always, every video I put my YouTube channel. Every time I put links in bio. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People don't see that. They just, what? Mochiwa, Mokoya. So spirit, the Starseed Mission is to wake your ass up and help waking up the Earth's consciousness. Wow. Your mission is light. You serve the principles of light. And there is no religions in the universe. I mean, in the higher realities. Did you hear what I said? There is no dogma in the universe. There is only a universal principle that all advanced guardian light beings follow. Okay? You're going to find religions on Earth because those are little control systems. Out there, there's no religions, honey. You either believe that all are God, law of one, or you're against all are one. You have two choices. Some people are going to say there's a third choice, neutral. No, honey, there's no neutral. You are either this or you're that. All aliens, all vampires, all guardians, all angels, all fallen angels. You're either following all are God or you're not. All are God. No, we don't believe that. No, there's a mean, angry God. What? What? All are one, or you're not following all of one. Oh, I believe in nothing. I'm neutral to all. I guess you didn't get those lessons about you're a multidimensional consciousness. You're part of a 12 tribe, and the rest of your soul does understand law of one. Maybe you don't. You are a multidimensional identity. You're only part of your whole self. You can be neutral if you want. Your soul's not neutral, dude. Here, your soul gets it. Your soul sees it. Your soul knows it. It's not a hope. It's not a faith. It's not a belief. There's no salvation when all are equal, when all are God. There's no Messiah when all are God. There's no one who's wrong. There's no one who's right when they're all equal and all God. Huh? But fallen angels and murderers, they're obviously wrong. They're obviously not God. You guys don't understand the law of one and the history of being the law of one. All are one, and then God made all these realities, projected itself into a spectrum. God is a spectrum from no distortion to worse and worse and worse distortion. It's still God. Part of God forgot itself, and part of God used his free will to obviously explore consciousness in a negative format. Down here, you guys, as I say that, there's no darkness above a certain level. After a certain level, it's all with the original intention of God. It's all law of one. It realizes all beings on those higher levels know themselves as God. They see the whole. Down here, you can forget. You could get lost. You can become confused. You can become distorted. You can become dark. Down here, in the lower levels of the polarized, remember that's an important part. The reality is polarized. God made it polarized. Hello, particle, antiparticle, law of one, not law of one. This is creation of the time matrix. God made it polarized, made their conflict not peace. That's not peace. Does that look like peace? When some are following this and some are against that, that's not peace. That's a polarized. This is a simulation. Well, what's a simulation for? To teach you something, right? You want to learn how to fly a plane? You can take the flight simulator. It'll simulate something so you can learn it. We're in a simulation. It's a consciousness spirit simulator. It's meant to teach you. God created this system to teach, to learn itself, to explore itself. God is creating life, and in all of these little experiences, it's expanding itself. It's becoming more of itself. Every single instant in all of creation, God is, through us, through all of the millions, billions, quadrillions, how many of us, however, in this planet, in this galaxy, that galaxy, all the universe, the multiverse. And remember, there's more than one 15-dimensional hologram. There's many, according to Ashana, the guardian material, there's many holograms. We're just one. So, and you know that one cycle that we're in, the 950 billion year cycle, there's been other versions of it. These cycles repeat. So one day, after maybe a few trillion years, there will be a new one. There's a certain cycle. Just like there's a planetary cycle, 26,556 year cycle. Well, there's just bigger cycles, smaller cycles. We happen to be in an Earth cycle, in a planet cycle. You guys, eventually there's not even planets up there in density and liquid light. No, I mean, beyond liquid light, there's no more planets. Liquid light starts the most basic or simple, not simple, the most refined density for body, you would say. And then it becomes more densified. From here to here, less elevated, less fine. Now it's heavier. Now it's a distortion of that higher part. And this is not even done falling. It becomes a less dense, a more densified. So it's funny, right? Our scientists only believe in physical things. They only believe in the least dense or the least divine. I said it the wrong way. It's all divine. It's all God. It is the least like you know how there's the original and the one that's distortion. It's the least resemblance. You got the least resemblance of the original, of your original God form. You're the worst off. You're the farthest away from your original. That's what I meant. That's what I'm trying to reach. You're the farthest down here on earth. We're the farthest from our original. So when we ascend, we get closer. Ascend again, we get closer to our original. We become better and greater. But maybe you decide to fall and change your mind and no, I don't want to go to my original Starseed mission. I want to go against it. I want to be what? Less. Oh, you got wise because you started sucking down on Earth. So let's change this shit real quick. Okay, now you expand again and expand. And you get the F out of 3D. Good job. What's up, Indigo? Give me 5. Yeah. Holy wands. Hulk smash, $10. Hit that smash button. Thank you, Hulk smash. And you guys, if you've liked anything you've heard, why not like the video? Please hit that like button, smash it. Thank you, holy ones. And Hulk smash asks a question. What is Yahweh trying to do with the cycle? Oh, what is Yahweh trying to do with the cycle? Good question, holy one. Now, we talk about Yahweh and realize that is connected to Jehovah. And so Jehovah, according to the Guardians, is this race that was created by the fallen Anu Elohim. The Anu Elohim, originally called Anu, the Anu used their free will to fall. And so they became the first fallen angelic race, along with the Omicron, specifically a race called Omicron. Not all the reptilians. It started with the draconian ones. And so we have the Dodecaron also fell, which are the avian reptilians, bird-like reptiles. But Yahweh, which the Guardians don't, mostly are referring to Jehovah. And so the race is actually called, which is accurate, because the race is actually called Jehovanians. And they're one of the, you would say, the most powerful families within the Anu, or you would say the Anu race, the Anu Elohim, Jehovanians. Just like the Omicron are a family, just like the Dodecaron are a family, just like the Thoth Inki are a family. These are families. So your Jehovah God is not an individual. Jehovah is an actual race, a fallen race, the children race of the Anu Elohim, the fallen Anu, which were part cat, part aquatic ape. So they're called feline aquatic apes. No, that's the Anu Elohim. Now, they use dolphin DNA, which is part violet flame, to create the Anunnaki, the Jehovanians. The Jehovanians are from Sirius A. Okay? All the other hybrid, they're not really Anunnaki, they're partial Anunnaki. These are on Nibiru. But the original ones are called Jehovanians. And these are not in our best interests. Now, realize when you're going to be learning about these fallen races, they want the Stargates. It's not even about us. It started before us. But this is a multidimensional reality field, so it's a multidimensional spiritual war. So the higher selves create the wars, spread it down to the lower selves. So now they incarnate into hybrid human bodies here. Dark avatars from the 11th dimension and down will come into a hybrid human alien body. And that's part of this Jehovian people. They're trying to realize all these races are creating races underneath them. Anu created the Jehovians. The Jehovians create the Anunnaki. And then the Anunnaki create a Nephilim. But you see the chain of command on you, who are the Anu Elohim, create the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki mess with Earth and create from a human. Actually, it was an Atlantean human, Egyptian Atlantean human, and mix with the Anunnaki. So it's half human, Vatos, but special because they're part extraterrestrial DNA, genetics that were modified, and they were giants. And even though your Bible just says some bullshit about it, they actually wiped the human race out. I know Noah escaped and all that shit, which Ashana talks about Noah, which is a connection to something called Nohasa. Nohasa, which is what? One of the 3 major cities in Atlantis, Vatos. This is an Atlantean drama. Atlantean record. Atlantean history, homies. They didn't just mess with us now with the Sumerians. We got a lot of people believing they're the creators of black people and the Latinos. It's a bunch of BS. Okay? This is all Galactic Federation lies, distortions, Jehovian lies, distortions. That's what these beings do. Try to answer your question. These beings come down here to distort us, to distort our planet. They want our gates. They want our freaking stargates so they can have access to the Orion gates, which are in the metagalactic core, is what they really want. But they're doing it through the inner Earth. That's why this bullshit people think inner Earth is not important. It doesn't matter what you're saying about a Minty. We're not talking about a Minty. Inner Earth is real. These beings are coming out of inner Earth too. And Sirius, like Jeshua, the Council of Azraeline. We come out of Sirius, homies. Just like the Anunnaki do. Sirius A. We're related. They're related to us. Half human, half. Remember, it wasn't really human though. It was cat. We're up there, we're cats. Feline hominids. Like Avatar movie. These cat alien vatos. And they're described as having blue skin. So go figure that. There's blue humans, there's blue angels, there's blue cats. So you can say the Anu Elohim are part cat, part ape, part dolphin. Yeah. But they call them aquatic apes. But the Jehovanians and Sirius A are upright dolphin people, dude. You know how the reptilians are upright and they have a tail? Well, the Jehovians have a tail too. They're dolphin people. There's beetle tortoise people. There's elephant people. There's cat people. Okay? There's all kinds of part this, part that kind of people. So your Starseed mission is hopefully becoming more clear. It's a big deal that we're involved in. And I was just trying to answer your question, Vato, and thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. And by the way, they're the ones who distorted our planet, the Earth grids. To answer your question, I made a video about that. Please look on my channel for the DNA mutation. It's about the Battlestar Nibiru video. This is somewhere in the Master Templar playlist, so visit my Master Templar playlist, please, and you'll see that video. There's only like a few videos in that playlist, so you can find it quickly. But they freaking are the ones responsible. Yahweh, Jehovah, a people, a race that are dark, are the ones who distorted all life on earth. How wicked is that, man? How sick and twisted is that? Now, because of this horrible thing, not just humans suffer, all life on earth suffers. Now we all go through a process of mortality and death. Thanks to these Jehovah, who are being worshipped, prayed to, Machiwa. And their children, Nephilim, are also mentioned in Genesis, the Bible. I put the chapter and verse in my videos. Yeah, it's on there, you guys. I made a distinction because my channel has been mostly a lot about the stuff, basic stuff, and from Voyagers, but there is some Master Templar teachings on my playlist there, and that is going to take you through the angelic human race. You're going to learn about the guardian races and also the fallen angelic races. You're going to learn about starseeds. You're going to learn about inner earth. You're going to learn about the destruction, the original sin, the original fall, the destruction that we went through in Atlantis and Lemuria. This is all coming from Voyagers, Ashana Dean, the Guardian Material, Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2. And it is my pledge to you guys to teach 1 million people Ascension on Earth before I'm gone here. Through the Guardian teachings, through Ashana Dean's teachings, correctly, 100% correct. This is my pledge to you. And I have haters. Let them speak speak. I don't see them teaching an audience of people. They can talk their smack, but hello, I am here. I'm strong. I have this conviction. I've connected to my to the aliens out there. I've connected to the Lyrans. There's no doubt. There's no, this is completely going to reveal itself, and you can resonate with it or not. And you guys have to understand in your Starseed mission that you don't need everyone to believe you. You don't become frustrated. Don't respond in a negative way towards the haters, towards the people who are going to try to mock you, tease you, attack you, whatever, however way. Realize that we're not lambs, we're not schmucks, we have abilities, and most of it, if you're having issues with other people, you have to know how, in your own awareness, your own power, your own understanding of how to deal with that. How do you deal with a hater? How do you deal with someone not, trying to attack your beliefs or whatever? Does it even come to that? Are you someone like me, kind of like private? I don't have many friends that I actually hang out with. When I was in Arizona, I was able to hang out with Starman sometimes, but I've only met like 2 people from the group. For the most part, Starseeds and Indigos, we keep ourselves safe, but until there's a safe community that we can physically visit other Indigos, but for the most part, we're meeting online. We have our community developing. I know there's so much more to do on we have a chat server on Discord, and we lost some people because they didn't like that name. So that's on them. They can choose to leave, and they left. And so we are about the information, and we're not gonna just not use some services and not get the message. Realize we use our discernment. I use my discernment, and we have the chat server there. And I don't need you to agree. And goodbye to those who said goodbye. And so we are standing strong in the information. I've had plenty of confirmation on my end. I don't need to prove anything to any of you. I don't need to convince any of you. You guys will resonate with this guardian teachings, not me. It's not about me or someone else, Ashana. It's about the teachings itself. Are you learning and understanding Law of One? Unity? Well, it's called unity consciousness. Do you really understand Christ consciousness? What is Christ, or what is Christos? Are you learning some of this basic stuff? I mean, even if you took a few hours just tonight or the weekend or whatever to read some of the Voyager's material, then you're going to go onto YouTube and start looking, or even in Telegram or some other apps. Find some apps where you can find a bunch of Ashana material. That's all I'm saying to you. It's out there if you go look for it. The Guardian material. The true ascension mechanics on Earth. It's not for everyone. What I'm saying is let me correct myself so it sounds like not everyone gets it. Not everyone's going to understand it. They don't have to. People will find their own truth or not. People will learn how to ascend or not. And quite frankly, it's not about just this one life. You're living in 12 different time vectors, homie. Right now, not just one. You're living as a male. You're living as a female, both of them. Now, you are 6 twin flames minimum, because you're part of a 12 tribe of male, female, male, female, male, female. You're 12 different lifetimes at this immediate family. Your greater family is 1,728. Now, maybe most of these ones down here, you can say, well, around your 3D, most of them look like this, like human-like. Well, down here, you don't look human-like, dude. Up there, you don't look human. In this level, we look human. You're not limited to this, homies. Starseeds, you look like aliens in your other lives. Oh, I'm being visited by aliens. Well, maybe some of those are you. You understand how multidimensional consciousness works? You would see them. It's hard to explain to someone who doesn't have psychic perceptions yet. When you see them, it's not like your eyeballs and you have to look towards that way. No, you see them in your vision, and you're kind of like, let's say you're talking to someone, and they bring up a memory. So while I'm talking and looking at them, I can see a memory in my head, right? You guys feel that? You can do that? Someone's talking to you, you see things in your mind while you're talking. Well, it's the same with spiritual visions and experiences. I don't have to be looking around for them. They're here. You see them here. You see the world here. While I can look anywhere I want. With wise, you can meditate with your eyes open or with your eyes closed, homie. You can still use this openness and have your eyes open too. You can see with this vision, eyes open or eyes closed. Now, the third eye, which is related to the gland, the pineal gland, however you want to say it, this likes darkness. I mean, it likes to be in a dark room. I mean, it likes to work better. It works better if it's dark around you. I don't mean dark as in personality or thoughts. I mean as in actual literal lighting. Your third eye wants it completely dark. It's not practical for us to sit in dark all the time, of course, but realize maybe when you go into your meditation, try to be completely dark. I'm just giving you some tips that will take your normal meditation and blast it. Because if you can stay in imagine trying to stay in a room completely dark the entire day. Maybe you'll do that sometime. So these are your Templar. And this likes to have certain things to make it work better. Why not? And you can use a crystal and put it on your third eye. Not this one. Maybe I would use an amethyst. Lay back down and for a half hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, every day, for a long time or for a little time, whatever. You are training, you are exploring energy. We're becoming masters of it. Masters of energy, masters of consciousness. I mean, when you're sitting here, most people just clear their mind and that's about it. Well, hello, guardians. We're actually seeing symbol codes and we're running code through the body, through our connection to Earth. We're moving code up through the Earth, up to our higher consciousness, the Templar. You access through these gateways. These are gateways, holy ones. Travel, go travel, okay, to the 7th dimension, the 8th dimension, the 9th, the 10th. Travel to your Christ star. Travel to the Earth core. Travel to the galaxy. Travel to the universe. Go to outside the Templar, outside the time matrix. Go to your ascended master, those giant eternal collectives of consciousness, gestalts. Just you could see them, but when they move, you know it's a multitude. You see multitudes in one being. It's hard to explain. But it's within all of us, man. All of us have an avatar in us. We're all avatars. Religions are taking that out. They don't want you to have that awareness. Now you're some lowly piece of shit, apparently, that needs salvation. When you don't realize there's a fallen race of beings who are tricking you and trying to keep you low so they can conquer you and your planet and have access to Templar. Earth's Templar. Inner Earth's Templar. Parallel Earth's Templar. They want the Templar. And as a guardian, you are meant to protect the Templar. That is our true covenant. Starseed Mission. We're Stargate guardians. We're not allowing no alien vato, gangsta, bad, naughty angels come in and take our shit. Take our gates. They got a few gates. The one in Egypt, the Egyptian plateau, that's one of those gates, homie. They have control of Egypt there. That's the heart chakra of planet Earth, homie. That's the gateway to the 4th dimension of Tara. You know, and Tara is where we come from. That's where you originally come from. You didn't come from no Earth. What the hell is this shit? Now it's been turned into a rescue mission. That's what this shit is. We have the whole genetic hybridization trying to fix the human genome. But while we're trying to have this fixing going on, we have alien godlings trying to mess with us. They did it in Sumeria, they did it in Atlantis, they did it in Lemuria, they're doing it now. Hello, you're getting your medicine, what? You're getting your DNA effed with. That's why you're stuck down here. You're stuck in 3D again and again and again. You don't know how to send. You don't know what is God anymore. You don't know what is Christ or Christos anymore. You don't know what is good. What is good? Now we're lost down here. We're broken down here. We're stunted. We're disempowered. Well, this is called originally the freedom teachings. They're meant to true freedom, liberation, empowerment. You learn your true heritage, you're going to reclaim your identities. Notice that plural, identities. Machiwa koimasu. You're a badass. You're a holy one. The Guardians call you Holy Grail. They call you Priest Kings, Magi King, Mochua. Woohoo! Party time, Christos. What's up, Christ? Real Christ. There's something wrong with this. It made a weird thing with, I can't even see it. It made it too, it's doing this on more than one. I don't know what that is. Hulk smash. Why do they want the Orion Gates? Where do the Orion Gates go to? Thank you for asking, Holy One. Thank you for supporting Christos' avatar. Yes, Holy One. This allows them. Okay, they've already effed with our time matrix. The Metagalactic Core, the Orion Gates, takes them to other time matrices. The fallen angels want to be free to roam and go to other matrices and F with them. Remember, they're trying to feed their phantom. They want to conquer as much as they can because they're in a finite existence. They're finite. They don't have aura. They don't have awakened, activated Templar. See, here's the living space. They reversed the living and fell into an opposing, opposite consciousness code. Now they don't have life force. They will die. They are dying. Remember, it's the path of chaos. It leads them to losing their identity. So it's very, you can say sad, but they chose this. Beings like Thoth, they know they're connected to God, but they choose to be in this fallen state. They chose. The avatars are aware. Maybe down here, like the dark illuminated ones or fallen ones, they don't know. They don't remember. These avatars know. They choose not to return. I mean, they're the ones who chopped off their DNA. They got rid of their 12 strand, became 11 strand. The reptilians are 10 stranders. And there's, different levels. Like the Anunnaki are 9 strand. You go down. Well, actually, that's not true. They're 11 strand. They have something called Black Sun DNA. There's Belle Sun DNA. Humans have something called the Diamond Sun DNA. Now there's Indigo type 3s I've talked about on my channel. Those have double Diamond Sun DNA. That's something that has 24 strands. Now there's something called Emerald Sun, which is 36 to 48 strand DNA. That's something like a Indigo type 1. That's a major consciousness. And someone like that changed the world, right? That master Jeshua was named Sananda, density 4 avatar. You have dark avatars, well, then you have guardian avatars. That's who I'm talking to you guys. You guys are spiritual badasses, you know what I'm saying? You have a minimum of 24 to 48 stranders. That's what you guys are. Holy ones. Holy Grail. That's the Guardians call you. You're part of the Holy Grail line. Not all, never mind, I won't say it that way. It doesn't sound good. But, yeah, I gotta cook tomorrow. It's gonna take me a few hours. I usually, actually it won't take me that long, but I drink smoothies in one part of the day, and then later I'll eat, or I'll change the order, maybe morning, and then I'll have alkaline chili, electric dishes that are alkaline. Sometimes I mess up though, but you guys realize we're in this thing. You guys don't have to be super strict. Some of you won't agree with me. Okay. You don't have to. And I just want to say, you guys don't have to believe everything I say, or what Ashana or what the Voyagers and all the workshops say. You resonate with something here though. You're hanging out because there's something here you say that has really caught your attention, or you believe is, you would say, something similar to happening in your own life. But some of the stuff I talk about, maybe you don't believe, and that's okay. I'm just saying that right up front as a disclaimer. Okay? So I come from a space of love, and others who don't agree, they feel like they must say something to oppose or go against it. That's like a drive for some people. Like they have to troll. They have to make their rude comments, or they have to try to put you down. Then there's people like a lot of people who are being loving, who are, when they even don't agree. Did you guys know that you can still love someone when you disagree with them? We can be peaceful and not try to shove. I'm not shoving nothing down your throat. You don't have to shove nothing down my throat. Okay? And we can peacefully agree to disagree. Most religious people won't do that. They can't be nice. They got to be judgmental. They have to tell you to be, start being, praising some God, worshiping a God. Our teachings are, they don't care about your teachings. The people knocking on your door want to tell you about, Jehovah's Witness, or tell you about the Mormons, or tell you about the Catholics or the Christians, or even the other religions in the world, like, Muhammad and Islam. Okay, there's all kinds of religions in the world, and they all think they're the only ones and everyone else is wrong. There's literally 4,000 plus religions on earth. If you can check Siri, check your Google, check your AI, she will tell you, he will tell you. You're gonna find out that there's a lot of freaking different explanations of reality, a lot of different explanations of God, apparently, a lot of different beliefs in what is going on here. In other words, there's a lot of distortions down here. So you're going to resonate with the Christos, or maybe you'll have some type of mixed belief system. Maybe you want to worship the moon. I've met some Christos people who, wow, they're into that shit. Okay. You learn a lot about someone when they're doing pagan stuff or doing some worshiping of gods, any gods or planets, doing ceremonies with these planets. What the F are you doing? Did you not learn anything from the Christos? But that's part of you self that still hasn't let go, or who hasn't, that's part of a routine that you've been doing for so many years. Now you just can't stop doing tarot, or you can't stop doing astrology, or you can't stop doing, full moon ceremonies. You guys know what that shit is, right? The moon is magic, moon rituals, moon celebrations. Much respect to your beliefs, holy ones. There's a lot of occult, and there's a lot of distortion that will lead you to worships of creator gods, putting your energies. There's a lot of videos on our channel, you guys, when you become a member for $5. Even for, that's like less than a mocha nowadays. It costs $12 now if you go to McDonald's. Okay, $5 for a whole month, for all these links, for $5, or whatever you feel called, maybe $100, whatever you feel called. We have like Indigo Wizard is kicking ass with all these links. You're getting access to these teachings, to these codes. You can even learn an alien language. The teachings are based off of Anuhazi people. Okay, so they're some of the words are Lyran. You want to learn some cat people language, vatos? Shaddai Urea Kuntum. Shaddai Urea Kuntum. Shaddai Urea Kuntum. Omeda Ipatuma, Omeda Ipatuma, Patuma Edeta Ekuna, Omeda Ipatuma, Tretila Iderna, Tretila Iderna, Terma came ta kumna, Omeda Ipatuma, Machiwa. Much respect to the Guardian teachings, Tantria Hura, Kalantic Science, Sliders, Kathara, Machiwa. Godspeed on your Kochiwa. We are learning and reclaiming our identities, you guys. We're standing in light. We're standing in this energy, and we have a principle, and we behave that way, and we speak that way. And we're not perfect, but we're trying to become better and better and better. Are we not? Kochiwa. Every day we should try to get better and better and better. Welcome, Holy One. Miss Mystic became a member. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar, Holy One. This is actually what I just mentioned. It's Anuhazi language, the Lyran language, and it's what you call what the founder races are speaking. This is their language. This is our language. It's a universal. They're at the universal level. And this is something that Ashana teaches. And there's a Song of Orion. Part of that is called the Song of Orion. And you will learn the lyrics. And you can, and I'm sure Indigo can give you a link right now. Or Starman, whoever's here, they can give direct links to the free stuff that's out there on the internet already. We're not downloading this stuff. It's out there. We're helping you reach it until it's not there. That's why it's important. I suggest if you find some information, if you ever get a hold of this information, download it. Have copies of it in your own computer, man. What's up? Because there's an attack on this information. And hello, there's a record all the way back to Jeshua's day, times in France, times in Atlantis, times in Egypt, times in Lemuria, and beyond, before or after. So eventually there's periods of time where it's complete darkness, and they wipe out the Christos information. Well, right now it's strong on Earth. The Christos knowledge is here and strong. And we're learning it, and some of us understanding it and using it. So this is part of a bigger workshop. They call them songs, Psonns, instead of songs, psalms. Okay, so that was Son of Orion. You have Son of Lyra. You have different songs, and you're going to learn about sound. Remember, we talked about how important light, color, sound, and symbol codes, and the base codes of matter. We're mastering these things. We're going to learn these techniques. And I just gave you the words. You can find it. Son of Lyra, Son of Orion. You would say there's actual, I've seen files on sound, what's it called? Soundcast? We got links to the Soundcast where professional singers are singing it for you. So you hear it, how it's supposed to be spoken. Because the Lyran languages, I noticed the material, they have large letters, capitalized letters, like the long A, and then the short A. You'll learn how to say them correctly. Sound is important, to say the sounds correctly. And when you sit here and practice these Anuhazi songs, they're sounds of power, and it connects you to the DNA. These are like downloads. The symbols are downloads. The songs are downloads. These transmissions are downloads. I mean, and also the techniques. You learn the techniques and run and use them. Man, okay, so this is a great time of awakening. Earth is going through an awakening. Not all humans, frankly, most humans are choosing to go another route. But there's a part of humanity awakening literally in their DNA. This stuff is just already in you guys. You have to activate it, awaken it. The sleeper must awaken. So awaken, holy ones. And we're doing that together. It kind of creates like this 100th monkey effect. You know, when it's the collective, when that understanding gets bigger and bigger, then you start to just kind of like, people will start getting it faster and more clear. It creates, that's how the human consciousness, that's how consciousness works. And it's a group thing. We're making it a group awakening. We're not being selfish with it. There shouldn't be secret orders, Golden Dawn, BS. Okay? Taking the mysteries and keeping them to certain people. Hello, this is all our knowledge. You don't be stingy and go into secrecy unless it's war. Like we're at a period of time where there's disclosure. We're sharing the ascension mechanics, man, which is high level stuff. You're going to learn about Huva bodies, and you're going to learn about crystal seals and the crystal body, morphogenetic fields, your chakra Templar, your Merkaba. You're going to create the Merkaba. You're going to learn ascension codes, fire letter sequences, the plasma body, all your different auric fields, your higher consciousness. Learn how to run current. How there's you would say a positive and above your hand, or a negative on top, or one hand does the other opposite of the other hand. So you have to know the currents and how to run it, how to make it come from the earth, bring it up to your shields, what you call discs. They're like the shape of a plane, a circular plane. Running, you have 4 of them. You have your important ones called the Maharic shield. These are parts of your anatomy that you don't learn just by being a good person. You actually learn and train like a Jedi. You spend part of your day practicing these arts, these techniques. You're serious about awakening and ascension, then you're going to be serious about learning this stuff, you guys. It's free. It's out there. I'm not charging money for it. No one else is. It's out there. Creator, creation, guardians It became available to you. It's out here. So realize that it may not always be available. It could be tyranny in the worlds, maybe, or there could be freedom. Do you know which way it's going to go? Do you know where you're going? Are you going to stay in this timeline, or are you going to leave it? Are you one of the ones going to a different timeline? You know, there is a bifurcation, a separation of consciousness, even with the planet herself. Some of Earth is rising, some of her body is not. It's falling into phantom, and some of you are going with that phantom. Some of you may be repeating you would say, not repeating, the word is restarting a new cycle. You call it a Wago cycle. Do you really want to start another one? You're not meant to stay here. You're meant to move on. We're meant to literally go through a spiritual metamorphosis called Ascension. That's going from 3D to a 4, 5, or 6D person, if you want to call it a person, because we're no longer people, we're collectives. And we live with we're immortal up there. And that's still a little baby level. You know, that's angel, soul, archangel, oversoul, and the holy avatars. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. And there's a good turnout. Thank you so much for all of those who assisted Christos Avatar tonight. You guys, this is a team effort. It's a group effort. I am always trying to be transparent with you. I take my camera, show you my personal life, my personal house. You know, I'm showing you my plans. I manifest the plans. Now you see the changes happening. It's all real. When you guys help Christos Avatar, this is for Christos team. This is will actually be formal in maybe even an organization where with staff and employees. There will be a temple, like a church or like a place of learning, of training. Those pyramids were originally ascension skulls. Those are temples. We will make modern day temples. We will be teaching the correct, accurate Ashana Guardian Voyagers and beyond material. That is my, what you call, pledge to you. Pledge that this is going to become a community. And there's going to be, there will be resources available to the community. We have to create our own material. You would say we would have to teach without using trademark information. But otherwise, realize that we speak the Indigo Guardian teachings because we are Indigos, Starseeds, Guardians. That's your identity, guys. We're awakening to that. It's real. It's no joke. And when you guys open these and you start to see them, you see them, man. It's not a belief anymore. Your brother Thavian, I can tell you before I didn't have nothing. I didn't feel nothing. I didn't see nothing. There was a point in my life where it was just 3D perceptions. Sight, smell, hear, feel. What? I didn't know the other things. They were still not real. They were still BS to me. That's those spiritual people. What? Like superstitious people, like primitive or something. What? You believe in some things. It's on your mind. That's how I was. I didn't experience nothing either. I didn't believe nothing either. I'm just telling you to get reference point that, hey, I know where you're coming from. And there had to be some development in your life eventually where you'll have an interest in this stuff. Hopefully not some disaster. Hopefully not some tragedy. Unfortunately for me, that's what I had to go through. I had to literally lose everything in my life. Well, I didn't lose my car, because it was my truck. It was, some of you already know the story. The house burned down. I lost everything in my life. But the truck didn't burn because I was able to pull it out of the carport, which was also on fire and exploding. It exploded because we had a bunch of propane cans and spray paint cans. I used to make a living with spray paint artwork, so I had a bunch of cans. It was, these things were blowing up, and I had to get my truck out of there safely. But I lost everything in my life. So hopefully you guys don't. Hopefully a death doesn't have to happen, or an out of body doesn't have to happen. Ashana went through that. She went through an out of body, but she was meant to. It helped her. But you're not meant to suffer to wake up. But sometimes our soul up there will kick our ass down here to wake up. Hello, McFly, you're not changing, you're not improving. Hello, McFly. Oh, okay, I'll pay attention to spiritual stuff now. Ow, I don't want to ow anymore. I don't want to suffer no more. I want to align myself with my soul. I want to awaken to what I was supposed to do. Stop fighting your DNA. Stop fighting your true consciousness. Okay? Learn your Starseed Mission, homie. That's what we're doing. We're trying to awaken to that. A little bug. A little homie. A little vato. He's attracted to the giant colossal orlite. He's saying, look at that giant mountain. What is that? Sorry, guys. I gotta get a new candle. I got some bigger candles. I'll let this one out. This one served well. This is actually a candle within a candle. This is actually comes out. This isn't the original candle. But yeah, this thing is missing something. But it still can keep a candle, some candle on here. If you saw all those boxes, those are all candles. I used to sell candles, and when I lost everything a second time, well, I didn't lose everything, but I had to get rid of a lot of my furniture, man. I couldn't move all my furniture. I was by myself when I was losing everything. I had told my drum circle group to come, anyone needs something, come into my house so you can have something. Or if you want to help me out, since I'm becoming homeless, you can donate. And so some people came and took some stuff, and some people helped me out, some people didn't. But dude, I had brand new furniture I had to let go. That's when I had money. I had a business. I lost it all, and became homeless. And I didn't have a nice car to become homeless in. It was a Camaro. How can you live in a Camaro? Well, apparently I wasn't the only one either. I looked online, there's other people living in Camaros. I said, eventually I sold the Camaro, obviously, and got a pickup truck because I didn't need a Camaro anymore. Shit. So I didn't lose everything, but I lost most of it. Whatever was left, like the crystals and the studio equipment, I saved in 3 years in storage. So I was paying. I shouldn't be getting connection issues. I have one service ending and my new internet service starting, so I don't know which one it's on, but there shouldn't be a problem with connection. There's that little bug again. this has been a good, strong energy, a good video. And sometimes we talk about aliens, sometimes angels, sometimes stargates, sometimes, you know, unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. And all you have to do is go to my TikTok or my Instagram and see that not everyone agrees. Mostly it's on TikTok. That's usually like, if you're coming from TikTok, I'm not talking about all of you, but there's a lot of low vibe people on TikTok. I mean, I noticed it's the lowest vibe out of my 6 platforms. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. I have a website, blog. I have an Etsy shop, but I turned it off for right now because most of my Etsy crystals, most of my crystals are in storage. But you guys, I recommend tools like that, like crystals. They help you feel and experience energies. I was using chakras, I mean, crystals on my chakras, and I know it helped. And I know a lot of you don't want to change your diet, but eventually you're going to want a spiritual diet. Something that doesn't entail eating the DNA of animals. You don't want to eat the DNA of animals. And there's a lot of acidic food that's not just meat, but just acidic food that's keeping you down. You would say you're just handicapping yourself. You're limiting yourself. Another big thing is changing the people in your relationships. Some people can't leave their narcissist boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever. They can't leave their vampiric relationship. Well, that's on you. That's even more important than the freaking diet. You know, if you can't change energies that are around you all the time, people you live with, people you have relationships with, if you're not going to make no changes, you're just disempowering yourself. You're keeping yourself down. When you know that you have Jedi material and you're just going to blow that, you ain't going to make changes, well, that's on you. You slept, Indigo. You didn't wake up. You didn't make a change on Earth and the consciousness here and yourself. Okay. Maybe worse. Maybe you were like Anakin or Kylo Ren, you know, when you were actually could have been good, but decided to stay dark, but you're confused. You want to be light. What's up, homie? Make up your mind, grow up, aim higher. It's within you, young Jedi. No? Well, go heal and come back and join us again. "88 people. The Human Meat Project?" Oh, that sounds already bad. Cafe doesn't know what brought you here. And that's okay, you guys, if you don't know. But you can, and you eventually will. Realize that what we talk about is your higher self. And that's part of who you are. It's not outside yourself. It's not separate from yourself. That is part of what within you. In this spiritual universe, as a spiritual being living in a life as a human, well, there's parts of you that are you may not be aware of until you develop yourself. You will be aware of them later. It'll be undeniable, but that could be what has brought you here. Part of your higher selves. Okay. They want the best for you, and maybe there's some distortion in your life. Maybe this information can totally change your life. Change those distortions. What these dark beings are doing, have been doing, well, that's why we have to learn these mechanics. Because otherwise, think about this, you guys. According to the Guardians, they have conquered and they have taken dominion over us in parallel Earth. That's us on the antiparticle side. They took us over. They have already invaded inner Earth. We're losing. Earth is falling. Earth here is falling. Hello. It's not a joke. These demons or fallen angels, whatever you want to call them, they kick ass too. They're winning. This is a rescue mission, right? So they won. They're winning. We know, the Guardians know this falls into Phantom. Okay, so that helps you to know, because if you don't know, then you think everything's hunky-dory. But how can you even think that when you just see the energy? You don't. If you don't see it, you don't have discernment. You don't have the Christos code, the Christos understanding, the Christos point of view. Our point of view is all are equal, all are one, all are God. The alternative is religion, which is no, you're commanded to fear God. Fear. And this God does horrible things. Supposed God, right? We're not here to debate religion today, you guys. We do that in a lot of other videos. Starseed Mission is important because we are part of Ascension. You guys are part of Ascension. It is what elevates the planet's consciousness, which elevates the rest of the consciousness on Earth to raise. But if they win by getting all of you Indigos to be sleeping, well, then the consciousness is not rising. The consciousness is going into another dark age. So you can expect only horrific things from that type of consciousness. I heard someone make a comment recently that, why do people just focus on all this negative stuff? Hello. You know what Earth is, right? This person doesn't know what Earth is. This person doesn't understand that the darkness has been winning here. They don't see it. Oh, I ask you this important question, Starseed. Why don't you see it? You're in a place of danger, Holy One. With that thinking, with that lack of vision, I've heard Ashana say it. We're behind enemy lines here. Okay? We don't call them an enemy. They treat us like an enemy. And their agendas here, their beliefs here are the opposite of ours. Opposite. Of course, we don't call them the enemy. They call us the enemy. And they're hurting us. They're hurting innocent people. Vato. Don't focus on negative. They're hurting innocent people. They're conquering planets. They conquered us. You know we've been destroyed twice, homie. We're on the third time around, Vato. And you want to talk to me about what? Say that again, spiritual awakened one. Why are people focusing on a negative? You talk about the enemy, you talk about the negative one, so it stops harming you and your loved ones and your neighbors and your planet. That's why you talk about the dark ones. You want to go whoop-de-doo, like nothing's wrong when there is something seriously wrong with planet Earth falling. It's not, huh? You'll get this lack of foresight. You will get people who don't see, who don't have discernment, who can't recognize what Earth is. Okay? It's a fallen place. It's a fallen state. And you say, don't talk about negative. It's a negative place. It's a negative state. It's a fallen state. And so we learn about what religion doesn't teach you, what the New Age doesn't teach you, right? They're too busy tricking you. In the New Age, you learn the bad guys are the good guys. They're teaching you that Inky's good, Galactic Federation good, Jehovah God's good, Yahweh's good, Thoth good, all those Sumerian gods, Ishtar's good, these Hindu gods are good. Machira. So, we are behind enemy lines, Vato. You talk about the dark beings because you become informed, and when you realize the illusion, the hoax, the lie no longer has power over you. Oh, don't learn about it? Then it still has power over you. Don't talk about fallen angels. Okay. Oh, learn about Jehovah. Now it doesn't, now that religion, now you see the religion. Now you see the fallen angelic creed. You see the false creed there. Now it no longer has power over you. Oh, don't talk about Jehovah. Don't talk about Yahweh. Don't talk about Anunnaki. Okay. Now you're worshiping it. You see how that works? If you don't talk about it, Vato. That's what you call the love, light, and clueless movement. Love and light, sure, good thing, but they're clueless. You want to be clueless, homie? Okay. Your children and what? So you talk about the Anunnaki, the Anu Elohim. You talk about draconian dragons, Dracos. Do you even know what is Dracos and the difference in dragons and difference in the Omicron dragon moths? What about the avian reptilians and their agendas, their creeds? You learn these things so they don't have power over you. It's simple as that. Okay? Because they're certainly going to be feeding you a false narrative, a false teaching. You're going to have to counter that, homie. You learn some guardian truth, guardian teachings that are based off of universal law of one that nobody can argue about. You can't really argue with unity. How can you disagree with unity, all being together, all being a unified consciousness? No. They don't want unity. They don't want us to come together. They want everyone separate. Notice, everyone is isolated. They want you separate, not unified, not together, not equal. You must be separate and unequal. You must be, that's what they're saying. They want you to be in a hierarchy. That's not equal. They want you to have authority. That's not equal. They want to have elite people. That's not equal. See, the opposite. You're not equal in Christianity. You're not equal in Hinduism. They put down women too, vatos. You don't believe me? Check. Patriarchy, Hinduism. No, just put Hindus and women. Are they equal or unequal? How many religions are patriarchal? It's not just that. That's just one little flag, red flag, out of many red flags. Why is there so many religions where the God is a war god, an angry, vengeful God? Okay? And you guys realize that your Marvel superheroes, we like these movies. They're cool, they're entertaining, they're great action movies. Do you know what all of these things are? Superman, Wonder Woman. They're gods, creator gods. They're your fallen angels in modern time. In your comic books, in your cartoon shows on the weekends for little kids, in your movies, are still being worshipped those gods. Hey, I like those movies. They're fun and entertaining, but you realize what you really are putting your heroes. Like, you guys know that, right? You know these beings are gods. They're creator gods. They're no different than the pantheon of Greeks and Roman gods or whatever gods. It's more not disclosure, it's more mind control. And we learn this stuff from children when we're little kids. We dress up like him. We pay homage to them. Yeah, it looks sweet and looks innocent, but you have no idea how much these beings are in our society, in our life, you would say our lifestyles. You know, your kids are like dressing up as these gods and stuff. Are we powerful like this? Yes, we can be powerful like these mutant superpowers. We become able to teleport. You're able to connect mind to mind. You're able to levitate. You're able to go through time. You're able to go out of your body. And wow. I would say some of those are much more powerful than your freaking Marvel heroes. Understand? This is your true potential for all humans in your DNA. Because when you start opening just your fourth strand, man, when you start perceiving from your fourth strand alone, much less these higher consciousness, you're like another human. You guys understand that? When you're these starseeds and you activate psychic powers, you're not like other humans who don't have these psychic powers because they don't have these chakra open. Can they open them if they wanted to? They can too. They open their holy selves too. No, not with religion. You don't believe in it. The religion doesn't teach you these Templar consciousness. No, you don't learn true freedom. You learn about a war god and who's casting black magic on Egypt and other nations and tribes and wiping out all kinds of people and giving you all kinds of a whole nother type of reality. So we're awakening to that lie, distortion. We're learning about the fallen angels. Not everyone can handle it. You can see, I get 1 million people, literally 1.6 million people on my Anunnaki video. You want to know how many of those comments are negative? The video is still strong. It's still there. So it's those videos who are the most popular. And now I have something that I have a Indigo child video that's over 300,000 views. That's a third of a million people interested in that topic. And people are interested in videos about the soul. What is the soul? Well, I tell you in 30 seconds, but you get a lot of negative comments from that because the religion tells you a whole different story about the soul. You're kept in darkness, you guys. You're disempowered. Now you went from a person who can travel at will through time with their consciousness, who can see alien beings, you can see other aspects of you. You went from this, you went all the way down to someone who's groveling to the ground to extraterrestrial Sumerian gods. You lost your Templar knowledge, your Ascension powers and connections. Now you're feeding on vampires. You're food for vampires now down here. Unless you awaken. Hey, what's up, Vatos? We're awakening. Some of us are, right? Reclaiming yourself, reclaiming your identity, your heritage, your power, your energies, your consciousness are your own powers that you, not some Holy Spirit, not some Savior, not some angry God, but your Templar, your connection to the law of one, your connection to the one. And you really can't explain that in a short conversation, because you have to explain the 15-dimensional time matrix, how that even works, and then how you have not reincarnation, but a Christos family. You have a whole family of other selves now, and you awaken it or you don't. You can do it from the days of death. As an example, I have many examples. Reverse Merkabas, they're out there. You got reverse teachings out there. You got teachings that don't teach law of one. And when you got something so big as the Galactic Federation, they don't talk nothing about the law of one. All are united. No, why? Why? Well, I know some of your children know what the law of one is. Some of your children are indigos. Some of you are indigos, indigo adults. Well, thank you for standing in this space today, you guys. I'm going to come to a close. It's probably later than I would have gone anyways, but thank you. There's 90 of you. Thank you for all the likes. You guys smash that like button. There's a little button that says like, or a little thumb. You just click that like button. And you know that we have it's not just this video. If you're interested in some of the stuff, we've have hundreds of videos. And I have a few important playlists. I have one that has just my lives, so you can conveniently push the playlist for my lives and choose the ones you want to listen to. I have a shorts, 30 seconds or less or more, up to a minute. You can watch that playlist. And then there's the Master Templar that I mentioned earlier. If you want to learn about the Holy Elohai and the Ascended Masters, watch that playlist. We're going to talk about all of our history too. When we were actually called angelic. Not now. What happened to us? We'll find out. I love you guys. I'll see you on the flip-flop, right? On another video. Yeah. There's going to be a drum circle on Saturday. That'll be one of those big Saturday dry lake bed video circles. I'll be there, and I'll try to do live I haven't done that. I should have done that before because it was a really big drum circle, but I recommend a drum circle. If you guys have one in your city, just type it, find it. You'll find one, I'm sure. But I'll have a background after the weekend. I'll have my staff. I'm going to try to figure out how to do incense if it's possible. Or maybe we'll do incense outside and then come inside and finish the show. That's an idea. So, and you guys, please support Christos Avatar. You can leave a donation or even becoming a member. Eventually you'll be able to buy one of my crystals. And that will also support Christos Avatar. And all of you who made donations tonight, much respect to you. Thank you guys for helping out. This helps this channel be bigger and better. I do these shows for you. I'll bring the content. I'm bringing it for you. There's so much to talk about. Glad you're here. We gave you all those links and ideas to go look for the material. It's there. Much respect. Thank you to my moderators, Starman and Indigo Wizard, for helping support this channel and keep us, watch our back. They are watching our back, and also helping on the side with the membership site. There's a lot to learn, you guys, a lot to talk about. And I can do one-on-ones, like Elixir. We'll do one this week before the weekend if you want. And I'll reach you. I think you left a message. I'll answer that in the morning, okay? Because I owe you one that. And I'm finally established. I'm not completely set up, but at least we're getting there. I love you. Unconditionally. And we can peacefully agree to disagree. We can talk. You can write me a message. Find me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. What's up, homies? I put my Gmail below. Let's do this. Yeah. Hakachi. Fulfill our Starseed Mission. Come on, homies. What's up, gangsters? We got this. You're not alone. This is a team effort. Activate. What's going on, Christar? You that Christar? Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah. Namaste. Blessed ones. You are blessed. You are protected. Represent that code. Yeah, homies. Oh, I feel beautiful.